What up guys, it is your lad DJ Wakki and I am back with another FIFA 20 Premier League squad builder. And for those of you who've had the game now for a full month, if you ordered the standard edition, then I think $500,000 is not a bad coin value to get hold of now for a team, especially if you're like me. I don't spend any money on FIFA points. Pretty much the team that you see in front of you has been generated up by a couple of rival games, obviously rival packs, FUT packs as well, anything to come through on the weekend league. Squad builders a massive help, and now and then I put in a bit of effort in squad battles just to get a bit of a top up every weekend. Guys, before we do get started on this video, I want to say if you are new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. It would be great if you do jump aboard on this team. There's definitely a lot more FIFA 20 content that I do work with. So, hell, if you do like FIFA 20, then come on board onto this team. And obviously, if you did want to help out like this video as well. But before anything, right, guys, we're just going to get started onto this team. And obviously, like I said, it's in front of you. This is the team that I do run. It's in a 4-2-3-1 formation, which I do rate overall. ALISSON is my keeper that I'm going to pretty much stick out throughout this year, because honestly the amount of time this guy has saved my ass on weekend league has been unbelievable. I've lost count. This guy is basically my Huggies, and he's wiping my ass for me pretty much when it comes to the box side of the net. I do rate him. I think he's translated so well across onto this game. They've gave him a massive increase since last year. I believe he was 85 on FIFA 19, but at 89 rated, you're not going to go wrong. He's about 40 to 50k-ish, definitely worth getting hold of. Robertson's my left back, and I think, to be fair, he is the best left back you can get hold of on Premier League. You can now get the inform Alonso, but I wouldn't really rate them side by side. I think Alonso's definitely more offensive than Robertson. Robertson just got all-round well-started cards. I mean, if you look at him, he's just pretty much going to last throughout the defensive side of the field. 94 stamina as well, which really works quite well with Kyle Walker, who has high stamina along with him. So they pretty much support each other when it comes to securing the wing side of the field, especially in the on the defensive area. They are very solidified players, and I would recommend going ahead and getting Robertson as soon as you possibly can do, if you have not already got him in your Premier League team. At the moment, he's about 40 to 50k-ish as well, which is quite expensive for an 85 rated, but that's what you expect on Premier League defense. Anyway, guys, this one is a bit of a cheap one, and I really enjoyed using him. Yes, I could get him upgraded. Yes, there's a lot of other players out there, but one thing I do love about Joe Gomez is that 81 pace. I mean, that is pretty much fast as hell, trekking back, stopping people like Flashback, Theo Walcott, Gareth Bale, Aubameyang, you name the top speedy fellas out there that your opponents can run. Joe Gomez will be that fella that treks back and can stop that central attack happening, which I think is quite clinical as well. His interception is high as well, so for an 80 card, you're not going to go wrong. He's only about 6k if you want to get him with a shadow on the market as well. Davinson Sanchez is just under 20k, and I've got him for 24 not long ago, and that is just because I actually got him with the shadow version of him. Definitely worth sticking that on with him, because he does get an increase of acceleration by 15 and sprint speed of 10 as well. So it's definitely worth going ahead and copying this fella. He's pretty much a copy and paste version of his card from FIFA 19. Yes, there is one decrease in level from 84 to 83, but I think you shouldn't be too worried about that. At the end of the day, he does pretty much do what he's meant to do, and that is be a brick wall and stop that attack happening. I've seen him now and then getting corner header opportunities as well, which is quite nice. So like I said, Davinson Sanchez, do highly rate him. Kyle Walker, guys, now this person has been in my FIFA team since probably FIFA 16. Every year I end up getting Kyle Walker to run in my Premier League team, and why not? He's formidable. I mean, look at him. He's got that 91 pace. He's got that high stamina, like I just mentioned beforehand. 89 stamina. He's a diesel engine. He's going to last throughout the game, and then on to extra time if you need be. I really do enjoy using this fella as well. He's got a nice shot power, which it does actually translate, because to be fair, when it does come to last minute attack, sometimes I see him stepping forward and actually giving it a cracker, and I think that is the main thing. Kyle Walker does a very all-round well-performance job. I was so lucky and blessed this week by the FIFA gods themselves that they gave me a FUT Champions decore. Last year I got no FUT cards I couldn't use, but this fella I just done a review on him, so go ahead and check out the videos on my channel, because honestly, I highly rate Doucouré. I think he is such a strong overall centre defensive midfielder player. One thing that does stand out with him is his long shots and the way that he has just the power of his foot. I respect his work ratio, but I think Fabinho, who I've run along with him in the CDM position, does more of the defensive job than Doucouré. Doucouré is a lot more offensive, but Fabinho is his yin-yang and B is a bit more defensive. Doucouré is about 60k, Fabinho is about 50k, so they're both on the same value. You're both going to end up, to get them both, is going to be around 100k that you're going to need, but it is definitely worth going ahead and getting them two on your team. And if you do happen to run just centre midfielders rather than CDMs, then still they're both very, very well balanced players. And like I said, they should be in anyone's Premier League team in my eyes so far, unless you have a ridiculous amount of money and you can afford Kante or Pogba. Eriksen's fairly new. Now, before I actually got onto the footages of this game, I just literally purchased him, but I've heard a lot about Eriksen, and really he is just an all-round decent player. I mean, he's about 70k, and for 88 rated, he's had a massive increase since last year. I honestly think Tottenham's done really well since last season, especially they got into the Champions League final and lost out to Liverpool, but Tottenham does deserve strong players now in their team, because they are pretty much getting their name really well established in the European stages, and Eriksen's been one of them key mans. I mean, the amount of time he had in form last year was ridiculous. Overall wise, you can see he just works perfectly as a central cam. I've got Lucas Moura to back him up, another Spurs player. Great on pace, great on strike, great on volleys as well, let me just say. And that is maybe because I'm running a Hawk with him, which does give him that 82 volley overall. But honestly, this guy is a definition of someone that can both run and shoot at the same time. Like, there's no, like, pretty much a mismatch balance. Like when I had Rashford, sometimes he had a bit of a sloppy shot, but Lucas Moura is pretty much a probably better, more structured cam to run along with any fast players that you do have up front. I would recommend going ahead and getting probably his nice shiny blue version for 40k, but he is about 30k-ish at this point of time if you just want the standard. Lacazette, I've really highly enjoyed using him. I mean, you can see the amount of games I played with him, over 214 games, over 214 goals that was. I've literally been thrashing this fella out, and to be fair, he's been both a striker and a cam on my team, but I've run him now as a cam just because it gives it a bit more of a, I guess, a more stronger support in just before the striker. I want my striker to be absolutely pacey and dominant. And again, Rashford is that person that does that. He's a bit of like a mini Aubameyang in my eyes. He's about 50k now, so he's not really too expensive, but for an 83 car, you might say that is a lot of money, but he does translate quite well. I think he's replaced Gabriel Jesus. How well Gabriel Jesus performed last year, Rashford is that new guy that you want to get hold of. Definitely that pace is really phenomenal and strong. Shot wise, you want to watch out when you're cutting corners, but when it comes one-on-one with the keeper, straight on shot, hit that power button, hit that low driven shot as well, and it pretty much goes into the back of the net. And like I said, Rashford for me is an all-round decent player. I did enjoy using him. I do think he was a decent all-round person to get hold of. But yeah, guys, that's my team overall. Like I said, it's 500k, just literally just slightly under 500k. It's worth, I say it's worth it for the team that I have overall. 84 rated, which is not bad at this point of time. But like I said, you are going to find out that this team will actually dramatically decrease in a month. But we'll get around to the footages over here, guys, so you can see how well they performed in the two games that ended up collating over here. Both games I actually ended up winning. And check out the score by Rashford, by the way, before anything else. What a solidified shot. I think that was absolutely phenomenal. Now, guys, like I said, I'll let that footage just play. Just want to get something recapped up over here. People, I am going to start, obviously, like I said, there's a lot more FIFA 20 content that I do want to do, but I'm looking at other YouTubers just for a bit of inspiration out there, and just to see how others who are really well established, like, you know, create their footages, create what they do, the creativity behind it. Like, one person I've really enjoyed watching his reviews is Zubeka. Like, I think the way he does it, he's just a genius. And like, both he's funny, he's talented, he's obviously taking his time to review the players, and I respect that. I've watched a lot of small YouTubers as well that do player reviews, and one thing that I've expressed this beforehand, what kind of ticks me off is when you do a player review, you should not just play one game, upload the clippings of that without it really showing the player and just talking about him. It does work, as in it does generate the views and it does get the channel out there, but I don't think it's genuine. Like, in my eyes, I just really don't see it. That's why I do my best to get a lot of other different footages. You can see that I do take time, and whilst I am more slower at uploading compared to, you know, regular YouTubers or people maybe even under 5,000, 10,000 subscribers, I like to think that I'm a bit more genuine, a bit more honest. I do take my time. Don't get me wrong, I never ever have claimed to be the best FIFA player. I'm like a gold 3 tier player on FUT Weekend League. So I say I lose one, I win one. That's me. But like I said, I'm the average guy, and it is what works. And for most people, we're not going to have ridiculous amount of money to actually spend on the game, and I ain't even down for that. But for myself, when it does come to doing these sort of vids, I like to be genuine, I like to be open, I like to be honest, I like to share my opinion. And like I said, it is at the end of the day me being me. This is my team, this is what I operate in. That's why I've got my gamer tag as my freaking YouTube name, because at the end of the day, it is what it is. It translates really well. But for what I'm trying to say is, guys, I don't know if I should take a bit more time to develop my vids, because I can do this face-to-face recording, do a bit more editing. I've got the skills for that. I'll be fair, I probably want to get a bit more equipment, but if you think that's going to be a good idea, let me know. Let me know right now if you think that is genuinely going to be a decent idea. If you guys think I should try to get the channel a bit more out there by doing player reviews, by doing stuff like just this, where I can upload it. It does still take time to edit, but you know, just get that uploaded. But then let me know what you actually think. I'm genuinely open to opinions. I actually want to hear what you lot have to say, because the only way this channel is going to rise is by the small people that I do have on over here watching these videos and actually helping me out over there, because that, at the end of the day, I like to build it up as a community, and I think that's going to be the main way I want to work. I want to be interactive with my fans. I do want to get on Twitching soon as well, doing a lot more Twitch videos and just invest in the equipment that I need. But it's like I said, there's two ways I can go down there. One, I can slow down the channel but create high quality, great videos, but that will take time. Second thing is I can just keep boosting up my channel by, you know, doing what I am doing at the moment, getting the stuff and the material out there, which still gets respect. It's still people comment below and they still say they like it, but you understand my dilemma, and I think it's one of them situations I don't know what I need to work with. But for now, guys, like I said, comment below, let me know, give me your own thoughts. I am going to do a lot more content. Podcast is actually going to be coming out within the next week. Me and Briggs are going to look at the upcoming fight between KSI and Logan Paul. So we're going to give our verdict on that. So if you are wanting to check out a lot more content, then you know I do vlogs and podcasting as well. So this channel is definitely going to be rising up. And like I said, if you are new, click that subscribe button. That'd be massively appreciated. For now, guys, I'll see you all next time. Peace up. Group A, we got Club Berg. I don't know. It's a freaking Belgian
They've
club.
lost anyway.